happening? We are inviting Bitcoiners to come home to Zcash today, guys. Don't worry about your upgrading. Don't worry about switching to knots. Don't be worried about the whole debacle with the Bitcoin 30 upgrade, with the data load being increased to 100,000. Nobody cares. Just come home to Bitcoin Cash or Zcash or one of the two. We'll wait till you guys get down here. So the price, guys, of some crypto assets, well, most crypto markets are declining right this second. Okay, just to let you know, the prices have been coming down. There's this huge topic that people have been discussing in the crypto markets. Obviously, if you're catching it, it's the upgrade that's taking place. It's going live. It might be live already. I don't know the exact timing it was going live, but I believe it's already live. And you know, the whole debacle was there was this idea that increasing the data load from, what was it, 8 kilobytes, 80 kilobytes to 100,000 or something like that. What's up, man? It was going to create this idea where child porn was going to be able to go on top of the blockchain. And, you know, there's this huge thing. Bitcoin University has been talking about it. What's the other guy? Johnny Sung. A lot of Bitcoin people have been talking about it and are kind of against it because they're like, well, if everybody's going to be, if all this child pornography is going to be sitting in the mempool, or sitting in a mempool, and nodes are going to be communicating by this and, you know, verifying it, putting it on the transaction, or adding it as a transaction on the blockchain, you know, it's going to be on the blockchain forever. And then, you know, there could be applications, people could create applications so you could view the photos on the blockchain. And then, you know, it creates this huge dilemma where Bitcoin node operators running a full node are basically going to be, you know, having child porn on their RAM. So that's been the huge topic of debate on why people are choosing to run the knots, Bitcoin knots client software compared to the Bitcoin Core Upgrade 30, which is developed by, as we know, we all know, guys, on this channel, that the crypto coin Bitcoin, we're never telling you not to buy it. We're never telling you it's not the foundation of the crypto market. We're never telling you it's not the biggest trading volume next to Tether or above Tether. We're not telling you it's you know, what to do, but we are telling you that we do believe here on the channel that Bitcoin is not truly decentralized. The Bitcoin developers, the Bitcoin devs that have been working on the project, we know that it's more centralized. We know that lobbyists and politicians and governments have an influence on this particular group of developers. We think Bitcoin on this channel, BTC, is essentially a manipulated project to some degree. You know, and then now they're kind of talking about this Bitcoin upgrade, as if like this wasn't something we already settled already. Remember with Bitcoin Cash, the whole idea was Bitcoin Cash was increasing the block load, or well, I mean, to be fair, the data, the block size and the block size increase on Bitcoin Cash was a different topic than the data load that is going to be upgraded today through the op return limit, which increases the data op return limit up to, I think, 100,000, something like that, kilobytes or something like that. We saw this on Bitcoin SV, guys, you know, and a lot of people are trying to take this argument apart, especially Matthew Crater on Bitcoin University. He was trying to say, oh, well, you know, Bitcoin SV did this back in 2019, and people were, you know, people were putting child porn on the blockchain, and then, but to be fair, that's kind of a stupid, that's kind of a really dumb thing to say, because it's not like everybody's looking on the blockchain to see what's on it, right? It's just you know, it's like saying child porn's on the internet. If you're accessing the internet, you're somehow you know, holding child porn on your device, which I guess with the node operator it's a little bit different, because it is stored on your RAM until you know, it's actually, I guess, on your computer. So it's kind of like a weird thing, but I don't think it's so simple to say that. And it's like, and I heard somebody talking about it on the internet. They gave a good comparison to it. They were like, well, if somebody comes into a bank and has a check and cashes it with the bank teller for something malicious or activity or something illegal, does that make the bank teller liable for cashing the check or something like that? I think it was was Johnny Sung that I saw that from. But and it's kind of true, because guys, like, here's the thing with the data op limit load that they're increasing. More things will be able to be put on the blockchain, obviously JPEGs and things like that. But for one, you have to have a separate application to access the ability to view those photos. Okay, so it's kind of cherry picking the idea that like that if Bitcoin, if the public ledger Bitcoin has child porn on it, it's not really, it doesn't have anything to do with the node operators putting it on there, and it doesn't hold them liable, because essentially Bitcoin BTC is a decentralized network of computers. Yes, there's going to be things on the blockchain that are illegal, like child porn, but it's not like people are going to be accessing the blockchain to, I mean, obviously sick people in the head and criminals will be doing that, but they will be held accountable to whatever jurisdiction and whatever law they're under, bound by their judicial law. Just like, you know, if somebody were to go on the internet and download child porn on their computer, they're going to be held liable. So it's not really fair to say that the upgrade itself is a bad thing. I don't think it's kind of, I mean, I'm not saying, you know, that particular part isn't disturbing, because it is, but at the same time, it's not like people are going to be like accessing the blockchain on a majority to view that type of material, right? So that's the argument that's going on. That, if you look into it, that's kind of the argument that's going on. What's up, guys? Scott Hernandez. How do we get our money back? Does Bitcoin have any real value? Maybe it does. It's got a over a $2 trillion market cap. But that's kind of the topic of what's going on with Bitcoin right now. BTC is this upgrade that's happening right now. Upgrade Bitcoin Core 30. And then the knots, the other side of the camp, which is like knots, which is Bitcoin knots, which is basically essentially just opposing the data throughput opera term limit for data load. They're opposing it. So, and it's not like this is going to react. This is not going to cause a hard fork or anything like that. It's not like there's going to be a Bitcoin knots coin and a Bitcoin BTC going to continue, because it's not changing any of the consensus rules. So it's not considered a hard fork, right? What's good, Delirium? What's good? So that's what's going on in Bitcoin world, and that, you know, is maybe negatively affecting crypto prices. Last I checked a couple minutes ago, the prices were down broadly in the crypto markets. All the versions of Bitcoin were down. Bitcoin SV, Bitcoin Cash. But on a lighter note, guys, what do you think about Terranode for Bitcoin SV? People have been asking me, hey, dude, you should do a video on Terranode. It's going live, and it is going live soon. You guys can download the OpenNet software on GitHub. Came out about a month ago, I think. Bitcoin Cash price has been doing pretty good. I dropped a video today earlier about the Bitcoin Cash Grayscale Holding Trust and why you should vote against the 5 board members recommending you to agree with their new legalities that they're trying to put in writing, so they can manipulate their stock even more. So go ahead and go watch that video. And I just wanted to come on here live real quick, guys. I'm heading over the border here. Give you an idea what the border looks like right now. Moving along here. About a 15-minute wait today to cross the U.S. border down here in Mexico. So this is Mexico, guys. We are live here. If you see in the distance right there, you'll see the port of entry. You know, we're heading over the border. We got to take care of some stuff here today. And you know, it's just one part of our day. You know, the Bitcoin prices and stuff faltering isn't a major cause for concern. We knew we were going to get a pullback just because this upgrade thing with this, you know, it's a pretty big deal, guys. I mean, nobody wants to have illegal things on the blockchain like child porn. I mean, unless you're a sicko and you know, that's your thing, which is not the majority. So I would say most people are against this, but at the same time, you can't hold back the technology for something that's so specific, because those people that access that stuff are going to be held liable just the same as if they were to, you know, download it off the internet, or, you know, use crypto to purchase that type of stuff. So it's, I mean, I see the argument, you know, I get the argument from the Knots camp, the Bitcoin Knots camp, because, you know, it does make sense. Nobody in the right mind wants to have that stuff on the blockchain. And if there was a way to mitigate that particular type of material from being on the blockchain, and maybe there is, you know, maybe we haven't thought of everything, but that is kind of the topic with Bitcoin now. One side is saying that it's going to be giving people the idea and present malware and spam through the Bitcoin using the Bitcoin upgrade Bitcoin 30, and others are saying that, you know, they're kind of ignoring that notion. And I don't know, guys. I don't know what to say about it. But on a lighter note, we did see Bitcoin Cash, or not Bitcoin Cash, Zcash explode upwards. You know, maybe it's reminding people why they got into crypto, and maybe that they've been spending too much time on this Bitcoin project, and maybe should you know, maybe come over to Zcash. So that's one aspect of it. Sicario. Yeah, I mean, guys, I told you guys I like earning dollars and spending pesos. I mean, it's kind of in line with being a crypto enthusiast, right? So, you know, we're moving along here. It's been about a 15-minute wait crossing the U.S. border today, and yeah. So we're gonna go, guys. I gotta end the chat here because I am coming up to the entry point here, and I'll lose service either way going over from the Mexico towers to the United States here. But it's just an invisible border. I told you guys, I made a video the other day. I don't know if you guys caught it. We were there on that sign there. I don't know if I can zoom in. Let's see if it'll come up here. Somebody advertised a coin called Judas Possibilidad. So it was a token that they're advertising on this thing. I mean, obviously a scam. Let's see if it'll come on here before I enter the border here. But it was basically, you know, they're advertising some type of token on token.com. I don't know if it's going to show you. I gotta go through here before I get in here. I don't know if it's gonna happen for us today. All right, guys. Gotta wrap it up. I just wanted to check in with you, everybody, and catch everybody up if you guys are following crypto and the border and stuff like that, or not border, the Bitcoin news, kind of what the happenings is today. And we're in the United States side now. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Take care.